Okay, so I apologize for not posting any YouTube videos these past few weeks. I have been super busy, and basically, yeah. So I was finishing up with finals, and then I ended up going out of town unexpectedly. And then I came back, went to ACON 25, or yes, the 25th anniversary of ACON, which is an anime convention that happens here in Dallas, Texas. So this year took place at the Hilton Anatole, which is awesome because it is a really good hotel. The problem was, okay, although they were very, very well organized or much more organized than last year, I'm gonna have to say this. I had more fun hanging around with friends and family than I did going to the panels or anything else. So I hope you guys can actually see the video. It's Oh, okay. This is to turn off. Okay. Wait. Sorry. I'm still learning how to use this. So, okay. I get it now. Okay. So basically, yeah. Um, that happened. And the badges, I was expecting them to be like the hard plastic badges. No. Instead, it was like a paper insert, kind of like a little paper inserted into a plastic badge holder and the little clip, the little lanyard. I was disappointed about that because, oh my goodness, people were actually photocopying it. I mean, you can just get a printer, I guess, like color printer, print out, cut it out, get one of those really cheap, plastic thingies, and just hook it on and wear it with any lanyard because they didn't seem to question for some reason. So, like, one of my friends actually got a photocopy one, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm selling it for like this much," and people were actually buying them. I mean, yeah, so it's crazy. So I was upset about that. I was like, it's the 25th anniversary. You would think they would have like better quality stuff, but that wasn't the case. Anyways, other than that, I went to some of the panels, and they were not as interesting as last year. I have to say that I did like the organization, but I do wish, especially to get to the gaming rooms, there's an escalator that keeps going down. Well, people could not figure it out because it was like it's confusing and crazy. I don't know, but I kind of hope they changed that room to another spot, but then I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's kind of like a ballroom area, I guess. I mean, it's pretty big. People can go hang out. You're not crowded. So I guess anyway that works. Anyways, besides that, yes, drama again. Okay, so basically, some dude from school whom I really, really don't know because he wasn't actually like, I don't know. I guess he hung out with some of the people I know from school, but not with me. And what happened was that this started happening like last year. Some guy got really angry about just him not being able to stay in the same room as me during a convention, and I told him no. I mean, I didn't want to give him specific reasons, and he still kept bothering me about it, and I actually ended up telling him, I'm like, yeah, I don't want you here because this, and that. So what happened is this group of friends also got angry, and they went after me, and they were like insulting me, they were harassing me, and they were just threatening me also, and I ended up having to go to the police because of that. So it was just ridiculous. So that stopped at some point. It all stopped, and I don't know. My ex kind of kept bringing it up, and so that's why it kind of still sort of was going on. And so me and him broke up, and it went away for somehow. I don't know, which was weird. Well, one of the guys is no longer friends with him, and he was trying to follow me on Facebook. You know how you can have followers? So he was doing that, and I thought, well, this is weird. Why in the world would you have that? So that's what happened, and I don't know. I found it really weird. Um, I told him stop following me. I will call police, and he went on to just saying insults. Anyways, I thought that was ridiculous. It stopped after I told them that I was sending that to police and actually did. So I don't know. Maybe they did something. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But hopefully they did. And well, another thing that happened, and I'm sorry, I know I'm doing this live, but it's because whenever I try to record something on YouTube or just regular video, it keeps cutting me off. And somebody actually told me that you can do the Hangout and it'll go back to my page, so hopefully that works. So yes, right now it's live. And anyways, well, what happened was while I was in Mexico, I got a message. So I was like, what's going on? You know? And it turns out it was from one of my exes, and I was like, oh, great. I don't want to really talk to him. Turns out he had come back from the Marines, and he was trying to get in contact with me all these years. Well, I did change my phone number like a couple years ago. Like, it was basically half a year after me and him broke up. So probably about 2, 3 months after the last time me and him spoke, and it he was like, "Oh yeah, I tried to get in contact with you and this and that." I'm like, well, I changed my phone number. No, I wouldn't give him the phone number. What happened was he befriended some of my friends. So I know one of the girls he befriended was a girl from high school whom we both have talked to before and stuff, and a mutual friend. And the other persons were just people that I met in college after him. After me and him were no longer together, people who had no connection with him. And I was like, what in the world? Turns out one of those people gave him my phone number. And I was like, what in the world? Why would you do that? You know? And then again, this guy apparently came up with a story saying how he wanted to catch up with me, how he felt so sorry about this, and that. And I'm like, no, no. Well, here's the thing. I have a friend who's a friend of his wife. Yes, he's married. He got married shortly after our breakup with a girl we both knew from middle school. And what happened was that apparently he had a child with her. So my friend told me, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't tell her anything because this and that. And I was like, well, I'm not thinking of doing that. Well, one of the times he came over after I came back from Mexico, he was like, "Oh, can you get me this girl's number?" And I was like, I don't have it. I do, but it's somewhere in one of the drawers because she hand wrote it, but I have no idea where it's at." So he was like, oh, "Okay, well, can you give her my phone number then? Um, I know you talked to her through Facebook." So I was like, "Okay." So I sent it to her. She didn't want it. She's like, "Oh, I don't want to be in contact with him, this, and that." And then she blocked me. And she was like, "Oh, you should do this, and that before all that." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So she gave me a phone number, and I was like, "Okay, well, should I give it to him?" So I was like, "Okay, you know what? Here's this phone number she gave me, and that's it." Next thing I know, I get a message saying like, "Oh, you should call it and ask about George." So I'm like, "Oh, I'm guessing it's not her phone number," which makes sense. So, anyways, fine. So what happened was this guy was just relentless, and I know I keep getting shorter because I'm like here at the sofa and I have this on like a little thing to keep it on there. Anyways, so what happened was the guy just kept insisting. He remembered where I lived because he used to live nearby. So he kept coming over, and I was like, this is just ridiculous because first of all, my family does not want to see him at all. Anyway, so he convinced me to go with him somewhere because I knew that if he stayed out here, my parents were gonna come out and they were gonna just like tell him to get off, get away, get off the lawn, everything. So I was like, okay, I'll talk to you, whatever. We spoke. Oh no, it wasn't about catching up about anything. It was because he wanted to mess around, and I'm like, no, I don't want to mess around. I don't mess around with anyone. I'm the kind of person that likes to be in a relationship before I even kiss them. Okay, I'm not gonna just kiss someone and just be like, oh, yeah, okay. This guy would not give up trying to kiss me and stuff. He was trying to touch me, and I was like, no, get the hell away from me. Okay, so he does that. So the next time he came over, like he tried to come over, like send me messages, and I was like, dude, I'm not here. I was at the convention I think at one point, and he found out I was at a hotel. He's like, oh, can I come over and can I shower? I'm really tired. I just left the house. I'm like, it's ridiculous. If you just left the house, then you can just go back to the house and take a shower. So I was like, no. I'm like, I'm going to a party. So I wrote that, no, a text message, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, next thing I know, like I think it was just this weekend, I think, or last week. I don't remember. I think it was like Friday. Yeah. He came up to where I was with a couple friends, and he got me to move away from the group, and I was like, what? What do you want? And he's all like, oh, come on, can I get some loving from you? Blah, 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 you know. And I'm like, no, you're not getting anything from me. Like, I'm sorry. So the guy was like getting all upset. He's like, oh, you don't love me anymore, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, and I make fun of him because, yeah, I didn't realize this while I was with him, but he is kind of a dum dum, if I may say so. So I was like, no. I'm like, first of all, you broke my heart, you hurt me, and you're cheating on me, and no, like, no, because no, I don't think he would change. And I brought up his cousin because his cousin cheated on the girl he was dating, and I was like, you know what? You're just like him. The whole family's probably the same way. And of course, that caused them to like get angry, and I was like, I don't care. I'm just being honest. So that happened, and he would not let go. Like he just kept like begging about it. Like seriously, like it was ridiculous. Okay, so I pretended I was looking through my purse, and I remembered I had that phone number, so I started like I just like looked it up, dialed, and I was like, okay. So I could hear someone's voice saying hello, hello, and he freaked out at one point. And I guess he just assumed there was somebody like on the phone somewhere. And so then he was like, wait, no, that's coming from somewhere. He's like, no, it's coming from your purse. And I was like, I don't know, I don't know. And so thankfully my phone just kind of like the screen went black because it normally doesn't do that. And I guess as long as it detects like skin contact or anything, it just stays on. Well, because it was in the purse, I guess there's nothing. I guess that there's some skin or has like heat. So it just that's all what happened. So I ended up going home and actually had phone calls coming in. So it turned out it was the person, the owner at that phone number, which turned out to be his wife. And from her, I also found out, well, yeah, they have a newborn daughter. And I was like, okay. So she heard what he was saying, how he was talking. And I had been questioning him, like, well, how many people have you been with since the last time I saw you? Like, when was it? Like, probably almost a month ago when the last time I saw you? And he was like, oh, well, I've been with like not that many, blah, 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 this, and that, but no one's really good at it. And, me and you, we haven't done anything like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not with someone who's in a relationship. He's like, well, I'm not in a relationship anymore, blah, 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 this and that. And then he's like, well, I'm kind of moving in with her and this and that. And I was like, no, no. So when I was talking to her, I ended up telling her all this stuff. I ended up sending her the text messages he sent me, telling her what he was saying and what he was trying to do, and just like the Facebook messages too. So I don't know if I said that. Well, text messages, Facebook messages, anyways. So she was like, "Thank you for your honesty." Well, guess what? I found out that yeah, the girl he married, yeah, was the girl from middle school that we both knew. And apparently, like, I thought she was like really nice when I was talking to her, and then I was like, okay, wait a second. She was really mean to me in high school. Not all the time, but most times. I don't know. I think it was just a group she hung out with, like just the way she was. She was one of those people that was like, oh, party all the time, drink every weekend, blah blah. I don't know. She was one of those people that was always talking about that, and just as it was like the greatest thing ever, like whatever. Anyways, Um, yeah, turns out, well, I was like, I went to her Facebook page because I was looking her up to send her the stuff because she asked for it. So, turns out she is cousins with the girl my current ex, what do you call it, cheated on me with for a while. And it turns out I found out actually through my mom that he had asked for a ride to the house, and it's the same house where they live. And I was like, interesting. So he had been cheating on me for probably about half a year before we finally like broke off. Like I broke things off completely with him because we were kind of on and off. So I broke things off around February, like a little bit after Valentine's Day. just a little bit after, like a couple days. I officially broke things off with him completely around the time because, or it was a little later maybe, but anyways, he had come over. He was all like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut my hair, this and that. Oh, we should get together." And he started kissing me and stuff. And of course, no, at the time he was my ex. I didn't know he was with this girl, but I know he had cheated on me with her, and he had cheated on me with a guy. And I was like, okay, maybe he's not with her. Maybe it's not working out. And me being, me, I was like, okay, well, I still have feelings for him, so I was like, okay, we can make this work, whatever. But then things just didn't feel right at all. Because every time since we had like broken up and just told everyone like, yeah, we're broken up, we kept going back and forth with each other, kind of thing. Like it was, it was him who would break things off, then get back together with me, break things off, get back together with me, and then it just sucks because he never really wanted to talk about stuff. Like I wanted to talk about the issues and just kind of like, okay, if this ever comes up again, what are we gonna do? He didn't want to, so that happened. Anyways, so it was just ridiculous, just to say the least. Because, anyways, I ended up finding out through another friend who talked to me, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about this and that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, well, me and him, like, he wanted to get back together, so I don't know. I'm thinking about it." So he just said, "Just think about it," and I'm thinking, like, yes, we can probably make it work. Maybe it'll be like a fresh new start, and everything will be fine. She's like, "No, honey, he's with someone else. He's with that girl he cheated on you with all that time. They're in a relationship." She's like, "I just saw them. Like I spoke with them." And I was like, "What?" Like I just saw him. He came over to my house. So after that, of course, I broke things off completely. He got angry and he actually started hitting me, and there were witnesses. Fortunately, my sister was coming in and had friends with her, and they were witnessed all of this, like how violent he really is and stuff. And the thing is, throughout the relationship, he was always a very jealous type, and just very insecure about things, and just apparently he was saying all these things behind my back, telling everyone everything that he thought was wrong in the relationship, but he never once took the time to talk to me about anything, and I thought everything was fine. So I felt like an idiot, obviously. So, I mean, I did do the police report against them, and I told my friends, like, don't give them my information and stuff, and I'm actually thinking of changing my phone number soon, anyways. So, hopefully, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, get all the numbers together, like, everyone have to call and let them know, and so make all the changes before, anything happens, so, yeah. So, anyways, turns out that the girl he left me for, he cheated on me with, is cousins of this girl that is with my previous ex, the Marine guy. So it's weird. It's like a weird karma kind of thing. And of course, normally with family, you don't want them to get hurt, but it's like, I don't know. I sort of, I guess, hurt her without realizing it, without like that intent of doing that. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, is this karma? Like it just kind of like, oh yeah, you can be part of it now. Sorry, I'm kind of readjusting myself because someone's stuck with, and I can't really like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. I don't know. So what are your thoughts about it? I don't know. So you can comment or anything. Hopefully this goes to my YouTube thing. Huh. Sorry, I'm just a little silly today. Um, but yes. Anyways, um, I hope you guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm still learning how to use the Hangouts thing, and I had like this little thing here. And anyways, so okay, I really, really apologize because I'm still learning how to do this, and I don't know what I did or what I pushed exactly to do this. I think I can draw on here. Anyways, so that's the weird stuff that's been going on. Other than that, I'm trying to concentrate on school. I decided not to take any summer classes, but I secretly do want to take some summer classes, probably at the community college. Not sure yet. So, yes, that, and then I'm waiting for financial aid to kick in. apparently there's been sort of like a delay and all that. So hopefully that happens. And other than that, I mean, that's basically it. Um, I will make another video soon, and I hope you guys like my shirts, like my little blouse. It's so pretty. I like it. My hair's growing out again. So, so it's like, yeah, like lace in the back and stuff. So, um, I don't know. I wish the video camera, the video quality would be better on this. So, yeah, and sorry about the weird noises. I'm actually on the sofa and I'm kind of short, sort of, so I'm trying to make myself look a little taller than I am, but it's impossible. I'm basically sitting on my legs, like on my, yeah, you know, yeah. So anyway, so that's basically it. So I hope all that drama clears up and everything. So yeah, that'll be better. Anyway, so I'm also trying to get healthier. So I have been exercising, so I'm getting back probably because I gained a lot of weight. I'm trying to show something else still. Okay, so I'm actually trying to lose weight, and I was trying to show how my shirt looks. There we go. So my shirt looks like this now. Some chunky, but like the little back area where it's chunkiness is going down. The side area is obviously still chunky, and this is going down. So. Um, yes, I started gaining a lot of weight after high school, probably when I was like around 19 or 20 years old. I started to gain a lot more weight, and I used to be a size 17. Okay, so size 17, it's still pretty big for someone my height. So yeah, basically now I'm not that size, so I ended up getting bigger and bigger, and now my pant size is going down slowly, but it's going down. So I have been exercising a little bit more. I do want to go on runs, but it's always sunny, and Texas weather can be crazy because it was like raining this morning. Then it got really warm, and I guess it's still warm. I haven't been outside this afternoon. But anyway, so um, yeah, that's what's been going on. All right. Well, I'm guessing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm still learning how to use this, and I thought this would be better, but so hopefully you guys get to see it. If not, I'll re-record it, I promise. I'm just trying to this to where it uploads to YouTube. Okay, so I'm so sorry about this. I know this is weird. Um, screen share. Chat, no. Capture. Look, look. Okay, just so you know, I'm kind of having fun with this a little bit. So. Okay, so let's see. Ah. There we go. Okay, so I will see you guys later, and yes, so take care. Mwah! And subscribe to Belem Orchid. That's my screen name on YouTube. Shh. Hmm. 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 Okay, so, all right, I will see you guys later. And I'm just trying to figure out, basically, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, get off of this right now. Oh, you can enhance it. Ooh, focus. Ooh, brighten. No. Spotlight? Warm. Hmm. I like the warm one. Mood. No imperfections. Oh. Yes, I'm taking pictures, so I'm doing this. Shush. But yes. I should probably very much just kind of stop doing this and just kind of go with other stuff. Okay, anyways. So I will see you guys later, and hopefully this goes straight to my YouTube. If not, I'm gonna have to re-record this, and it'll take forever to get that done. All right, bye. And it's not going. Oh.